Good evening and thanks for joining us for WSLS 10 at 6. I'm Ananda Rochita. Roanoke City Police are using a new software called TipSoft that will send text messages anonymously to investigators. A traveler at Richmond International Airport had a loaded handgun in his carry-on bag. TSA officers stopped the man Friday at a checkpoint after a handgun loaded with 7 rounds was detected by X-ray. A University of Mary Washington student has been charged with first-degree murder and abduction in the death of his roommate. The Fredericksburg Police Department says 30-year-old Stephen Briel was arrested last night after a 2-hour search. He is being held without bond in the Rappahannock Regional Jail. 20-year-old Grace Mann was found unconscious by her 2 other roommates around 3 p.m. Friday. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. A nearby high school was put on lockdown during the search for Briel, which lasted until about 5:30. The university is providing counseling for its students. Saturday marked the 71st anniversary of the Allied D-Day invasion of Normandy. The day marked the beginning of the end of World War II and the first step to liberation for many of its victims. More than 9,000 Allied soldiers were killed or wounded on that day. Their sacrifice led to the defeat of Adolf Hitler's regime. Here in Virginia, WSLS 10's Duke Carter spoke to a World War II veteran with ties to the Star City who hopes people will never forget the meaning of D-Day. Authorities overseeing the Lyon sisters' case charge another person linked to the investigation. Leslie Engelking, who is the brother of Patricia Walsh, was arrested following a special grand jury meeting in Bedford County. I've been tracking it from the beginning of the week because Papa Rochita's in town and I wanted him to have a good time on Sunday, but at least he's enjoying it with my dog today.
There you go.
The first of its kind training class on Narcan was held this weekend in Northern Virginia. This year, over 30 live music performances are set up across 12 venues in the Star City. Families from all across the Commonwealth came together in Charlottesville for a vigil for the missing. Jill Harrington and Trina Murphy spoke at today's event. The event, put on by organizers from Help Save the Next Girl, honored those families who have lost loved ones dating as far back to 1982. Members of the Virginia Tech community gather in remembrance of the 32 students and faculty tragically killed in the 2007 campus shooting. A 3.2-mile run walk through campus was held today. Organizers say this is a way to bring fellow Hokies together in support of the community and to celebrate the lives taken that day 8 years ago. Meanwhile, thousands of runners laced up their shoes to tackle the Blue Ridge Marathon. It's a marathon some put on their bucket list to complete because of the distance and change in elevation. WSLS 10's Duke Carter was at today's event and explains why this race is not only loved by runners, but by businesses in the Star City.